Hey guys, it's Limefrog. I am back from the dead. I've been speedrunning for like ages. Well, I was speedrunning for ages, but I wasn't really properly speedrunning. I was just practicing my mechanics for speedrunning. But this week I decided, okay, I'm just gonna fully commit and spend like hours a day speedrunning just so I can properly get a PB. And it paid off. I got a 12-minute Minecraft speedrun. It could have been a lot faster. Anyway, I'll go to explaining it. So I load in my world here. Where is it? It's on the top right there, and top left. And basically, the first thing you'll see, I'm resetting like fucking tons of Minecraft worlds at once. I have like 4 Minecraft instances open. The reason for this is because I have to reset for beach seeds, so I can basically the first thing I want to get in a speedrun is a shipwreck. So I load into this one, and the first thing I see is a shipwreck. So let's fucking go. We're walking already. Now, there are a couple types of shipwrecks that can spawn. There's good ones and bad ones, and this one's a good one. You can see it has like a bunch of iron in it. So that's already walk. And it has food in it, which is nice. I ended up in this one not getting much food, but to be honest, I didn't take like any damage throughout the entire run, which was super nice, even though I played like a very risky Bastion route. So I'm just crafting out my stuff here, and the one thing you'll notice is, how am I going to get to the nether? There's no lava pool or anything, and usually the way you would get to the nether is, well, when you're doing ocean seeds, is by finding a magma ravine. But you'll see in this ocean, in a second I look around, and there's just nothing. Like, I'm homeless. There is no magma ravine. I noticed this, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll look around. Nope, give up, right there. And I decide, okay, I'm going to dig down. So I get my gravel, and I get a chunky here. It's like I was trying to grab the water and stuff. I managed to get down, and I'm digging down. Now, one thing nobody told me when speedrunning, there are tons of fucking high roll plays. Like, high roll is where you just do stuff and pray that it works. Like, in this example, I have no clue there's going to be lava down here, but luckily there was. I see lava pops on my subtitles in the bottom right corner, if you can see that. And I can hear them too. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start with lava, and I find it immediately. So this is not a normal thing. This is like super rare. And this is the reason why you reset so much. Most of the time, you're just not going to get stuff like this. And it's super annoying. That's just the way of how speedrunning works. Okay? You just got to reset. So I built the portal quite fast, and I'm in the nether at 1 minute and 40 seconds, I think. Which is actually really good. Like, for the pace I'm going for, this is like more than enough enter. Ideally, my enters right now, I was trying to go for 220. Anyway, you'll see it. It's kind of hard to show you, but in the top left of my screen, the E counter, when it spikes up, that means that's a bastion. I set my FOV real low so I can look around for it. Now, I saw that it was like, what, east, northeast or something. Yeah, it was northeast, right? But I couldn't see any terrain, so I spent a bit looking around there, and now I'm trying to find it. Now, this is the part where I spot a fortress just barely, and I didn't even know if I properly spotted a fortress or not, because it was so hard to see. But yet again, another high roller play. I just assume it's over there, because I'm like, whatever, it's probably a fortress. So I was just pretty sure. I scanned again just to make sure I didn't forget what direction I'm going. That was kind of just a time waste, but it was like 1 second, plus it was paused, so it's fine. I try not to take any damage when I'm going down there, and I managed to do it, so that's pretty nice. And you can see I spot the bastion. So there are 4 types of bastions in Minecraft, and you use them to get ender pearls, string, and obsidian. And then I'll go to the fortress to get Eyes of Ender. And we need string so we can make beds. We need ender pearls so we can get ender eyes to fill in the end portal. And also just find the stronghold in general. And what was it? Obsidian so we can just make the portal back as soon as possible. Now, I was really lucky in this bastion basically. But I was also really fucking unlucky. So I got lucky, but I also got super unlucky. You'll see in a second. So I did a pretty smart play there where I crafted slabs so I didn't use up too many blocks, and that was quite a pretty good time save. I'm just gonna loot this chest because I know there's a chance a chest spawns behind that wall, and that time there was. So I was like, yep, this is pretty common. It's just a bastion route, and pretty much bastions. There's 4 types of them, right? But they'll always spawn the same, pretty much no matter what. Well, mostly, but other bastions. The reason why I like treasure so much is because whilst other bastions are the same, they still have variations. Treasure, pretty much just 100% of the time, it will always be the same. It's just always going to be the exact same route, always going to be the exact same decision making usually. The only thing that really varies is the terrain, and that's not even based on the bastion. Anyway, I know my fort is behind the bastion, and I'm just trading up these picks now. So I'm chilling. Now, what I'm looking for right now, after I finish mining all this gold, is obsidian. Because what I want to do is make 2 portals, right? And the reason why I want 2 portals, you'll see later in the run, but basically I use, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, you'll just see. There's one thing in this bastion. Okay, wait. Basically, I get really lucky. I was already saying that earlier, but you'll see. Just wait for it. So, I put my gold down here. I actually dropped myself a little bit of gold and then drop it in the hole. So then this piglin, I saw the piglin that was on the other side, and they usually come over here. So I just do that. Now I know there's no pigs around me. There's this guy here that I just drop in a gold and like go away. So I'm looking through these chests, and this is usually where you get all your obsidian from. But you'll see, I'm just getting fucking arrows. Like, I did not need those. And I get like 6 obsidian from this chest, which is nice, but like, I need 20 if I want it to be like really good base, and I do not have 20. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm definitely just gonna have to leave on 10. I'm pretty sure I told myself I'm gonna leave on 10. Look at my inventory, I have 20 fucking obsidian. I'm like, what the fuck? But here's where the annoying part comes in. I have 0 string. I have like 12 string. Ideally, you need at least like, I don't know, I had enough for, what, 2 anchors, I think, at that point. I actually crafted my things to check out enough. So I'm trying to get string right now, and so I can make beds with the strings. You can turn it into wool, which then you can turn into beds. And I'm just getting more obsidian. I do not need obsidian anymore. I'm just getting more of it. I get like 24. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally, there was so much obsidian, it was just ridiculous. I was like, dude, this is insane. And it wasn't even that much gold either. If I just got a string, it would have been so nice. So I just have to, I trade all these backups, and I'm starting to realize to myself, dude, I am not going to get string from this bastion. So I have to do high roller play yet again. I have to pray, and I mean, I'm still going for the string, by the way. I so wanted that string, I was pissed. If I just left here, it would have been a sub 12 or whatever, which I'm kind of sad about, but, you know, things happen. I don't think it necessarily was a bad play. I just wanted to get it, and I realized I'm just not going to get it, am I? So I throw the pearl here. Actually, you know, no, I'm still coping about it. I literally did a pearl hang, which is where you unload your render distance so it doesn't immediately think, so I wanted to try the trade. And I still didn't get any string! I'm pissed! Full 1 minute loss just from that. So that's just sad. That's the one part of this run that I'm not happy at. Anyway, I'm in the floor at 6 minutes, which is still good pace, even though I have to go to the stronghold to mine string. I don't think I mentioned that, by the way. The way I'm going to get string, high roller play again, is by mining it in the stronghold, because library rooms have string. So I'm looking for a mob spawner now, and a blaze spawner, so I can kill blazes. And I set my render distance to 5 so I can get stray blazes. You'll see that's a stray blaze. It's not near the spawner, it just appeared randomly. So how it works, don't know. 5 render distance makes them more common. Anyway, I find the blaze spawner, and the reason why I find it is because I'm in the good part of the fortress. There's 2 fortress parts. There's the shitty part and there's the good part. This is like the good one. You can tell if it's the shitty part because the bad part has a roof on it, and this one's just like no roof. So I'm killing these guys, and I get pretty good rates. I had 2 for free, which isn't bad. And I start mining this out, and I was like, I should just go over here and kill these guys, to be honest, because it's just smarter to go for the stray blazes. And this is about where I get really lucky. I had 3 rods right, and this goes all through for free. I got great rates with this. It was like 6 for 8 or something, which is nice because fortress split is a very luck dependent part. And at this point I'm blinding almost. If I misplaced an obsidian there with only 20, it would have been over, but luckily I had extra because for some reason I had fucking tons. Stupid piglins. So I'm blinding to the overworld at 741, which is nice, and I'm going to do a strategy called boat eye here, which is where you only have to throw 1 eye and you just get the exact chords to the stronghold. It's fucking cheating, straight up. I don't know how it's legal, but, you know, I don't complain. And it does actually make sense. There's like trigonometry to it or something, but we basically use a calculator, and you'll see in the bottom right hand corner, I can just see the coordinates now. And I think it was like an 80% chance, and I'll just go for that, because I was like, yeah, that's good enough. I need wood, though, because remember, at the start of the run, you'll notice I didn't get all my stuff, but I still need a bit of wood for beds. Even though I didn't get any string from the bastion. Yet again, still pissed. Probably could have been like sub 10, I got string. I can't complain, though, about string, because I did get 20 obby. So, it's like, okay, I didn't get string, but I did get 20 obby, which was also super rare. So it's like, okay, if when you get one super rare thing, you're kind of exchanging it for one other common thing. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, I'm going to the coordinates here, and this terrain is just beautiful. Usually, it's kind of annoying to go to coordinates, but I just did a couple pearls, and I'm right there. So, I'm going to the coordinates in the Nether, and the reason why went back to the Nether is because you travel 8 times faster in the Nether than you do in the overworld. And the reason I'm digging down too is so I can literally just hit the stronghold. Like, I'm going to portal in and I'm going to be in the stronghold. And that's almost happens 100% of the time if you dig down to Y40, which is just super nice. Now, I set my render distance to 8th here, and there's a reason why. I'm going to do something called preemptive, which is where you locate the, what was its name? The portal room, and I see there's a massive spike on my orange counter there at the bottom right, and that means it's going to be over there. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go through here, but I remember to myself, okay, I still need to find a library, and this is pretty far in, so I'm thinking to myself, maybe I went in the wrong direction, but I find a library, I'm like, oh shit, and the portal room could be right behind that other door to the right, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to craft a stone thing. I don't have a sword. I'm like, fuck, gotta mine some thing. Let's mine some stone, so I just do it. I did it kind of slow, but, you know, this is kind of, I could have gotten sub 12 if I just mined this string a bit faster. Kind of mad about that, but it's like, whatever. So I'm just mining the string, and this is kind of just like an idle part of the run. I'm thinking to myself at this point, is this good pace? Am I being trolled? Am I going to get a PB? I know for a fact I have enough eyes, so at bare minimum, I'm going to get a decent end out. Hopefully, I'm just praying the portal room is, like, close. Spoiler alert, it ended up being, like, right next to it. For some reason, I tried craft it up here, but then I realized I don't need to. I'll just do it in the end. And I look here, and there's the portal room right there. Perfect. It's 10 minutes in the run, and I'm on sub 12 pace. I'm like, dude, this run could be stinky. So I just fill it in, and I'm like, okay, I have enough health. I'm going to pearl. Fuck! Why did I... It's like, why did that happen? I still don't know why that happened. It just did. Apparently, when you load into the end and if you pearl immediately, you just get channel, which is kind of fun. It's not very fun, actually. I got those out. And one thing, I was scared here, because if you don't reach this end fountain within, like, 30 seconds of you entering the end, the dragon will just, like, perch in the wrong direction. And it will just be like, nope. But luckily, it didn't perch in some goofy direction, and I was fine. So I craft my beds and anchors up there because I have enough for anchors, which also explode in the end. And I want to do this thing called a 1 cycle. I didn't have enough beds or health to do a 0 cycle, and I could have tried to do a half bow, which just gives it a higher chance of perching, but I decided, okay, I don't really want to do that. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do half bow, not going to do 0 cycle, I'm just going to go for the 1 cycle, which is just the most standard way. It's what usually everyone does. Now, sadly, I didn't get the insta-perch. In fact, I didn't even get a good perch, or not even an average one. I got a slightly below average perch, which resulted in this run being 12 minutes instead of 11, which is kind of annoying, but I don't mind that much, as, you know, still happy with the run. So I'm coming up, I see the dragons going towards the other side, and that means it might perch, and when it snaps its head, it's perched. You can't really see it snap its head, but I could kind of just tell because it was coming towards, and it's like, yeah. So this is pretty close here, but I clutched it up. And in the 1 cycle, bad damage, good damage, and I finished it off. Started walking. So when the dragon perched, I thought maybe I would have gotten an 11-minute run, but I just didn't. So yeah, pretty stinky. I think I played it pretty well. If I got string in that bastion, it could have been like, it definitely would have been sub 11, or it could have even been sub 10 if I was like really stinky. But anyway, run rating, probably like 8 out of 10. Subscribe, and maybe I'll upload on my main channel.